Hello, and welcome back to Isla Glades. Thanks for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you around. So I just noticed in the last stream and in the last episode that we hit acclaimed. We're 4 stars now on our campus, so it's a good time to let's put down some more assets and kind of get at least the attractiveness and maybe the works kind of straightened out so that we can go ahead and get set up for prestigious, which is the last level. Our population isn't high enough to hit that. But, you know, of course, as we continue in zone and probably open up the next tile into another neighborhood or two, we'll hit that pretty easily. So let's see what we got. What did we get? It's like a little kid at Christmas. I got new buildings to put down. Okay, so you only do put down 3. I thought so. For whatever reason, I was thinking it was 4, but it was 3. And this structure is going to work pretty good for that. So I think I'm going to probably build this again. Just like kind of weird. It's not a square. It's not a rectangle. What is a 4-sided, lopsided shape? Whatever that is. So we probably got the labs, right? That's what this is? The bookstore. It's just the lab. We got the lab. The auditorium. Okay, that's it. So our highway's here. So we can expand in this direction. Some of these buildings aren't too... Oh, they fit in here really nice. So maybe we'll just throw them in here. So what is this building? Auditorium? Alright. That's the library, right? Okay. I think he feels like he belongs there. Bookstore. I mean, you don't have to put everything down. If you don't want to. You could just put down more dorms if you really want to. Maybe we'll put the bookstore in here. Now he looks pretty good. Pretty happy there. I want to leave a little room for fencing stuff, so let's go ahead and just pull him over here just a little bit more. Maybe center him a little bit better. And if I want to run a path around him, I can. Although I probably won't run a path, because if I run a path, it'll pull the path off of this corner. And I want to have that connection. We'll see. Alright, looks okay. And then we can do the auditorium. Oh, he might have been better here. I think he's probably a good choice here. I think he fit here. Yeah, he fit right here, right? So let's what's this here? The IT? Yeah, it's IT. Oh, it's a shame he can't fit in there. Put him there for now. Let's do this guy here. Oh wait, that's the lab. Sorry. I think I want to add one more dorm. I'm gonna have 3 dorms in this campus. Is it about this far apart? Maybe we'll line him up at the back of this. If I really want to get crazy, we'll move him a little bit. That's not bad. And then we can put some of the labs, because we should get like that's like the lab and then like the medical lab, right? I think we should be able to see it here. That's the medical lab, okay. And then we the third, I think each campus has 3 clubs. They got us 2 statues and 1 fountain, right? That's what we get in the last level. So what we'll end up doing is spamming down a bunch of like IT clubs, because we're not going to probably hit the attractiveness we need with just putting down these couple buildings here. And then when we hit level 5, because the clubs, just so you know, I probably said it before when we were working on the Clint campus, but it's worth saying again for those folks that maybe just watch this video or streaming now. The clubs are the best kind of like attractiveness per dollar. You get the most attractiveness per dollar. Really per like square foot or square tile is these guys. So if you find that you're struggling to say get to enough attractiveness, you know, in here, because we need to hit 1800. We're at 1195. That's not a lot. I mean, we have a lot to go. So just span them down. Let's put a bunch of them everywhere. They're small, so they can fit anywhere. And then later on, see, because with the campus, it's a little weird. And I think it's probably the same way with a lot of stuff. Is when you get to level 5, you unlock like the buildings. It's not like you unlock like everything, say at level 4, and then level 5 is more just about like getting hit in some numbers. As a reward to hit level 5, you get these buildings, and of course they bring with them their own attractiveness, right? Like these guys have the attractiveness. So what will happen is you'll you'll put down 1800 attractiveness to get to prestigious. Then you'll unlock those buildings, and then you'll end up having like a campus that's say like 2400 attractive or something like that, because you'll put down the other buildings. But in most cases, I mean, of course you don't have to, but you'll probably put down this other statue and this guy here, and you'll probably end up putting down the big building. That gives you the benefit to your whole city. So then you end up having kind of like more attractiveness than you need. That really doesn't do anything for you other than cost you some little extra cash, which is once again fine. But usually what I do is I'll drive up my attractiveness, like I said, with the club, get to 1800, and then when I put down the other buildings, then I'll just start blowing up clubs, because usually I want to have maybe one or two of each club in the whole campus anyway. And then that'll bring me back down to close to 1800, 1850, 1900. And this campus will do well. This campus will make probably 40 or 50k a week. This is the most efficient campus out of the three. All right, so let's see where we're going to put these guys. So that's a little crash course in campuses. Okay, so the lab. So we got this down. We got to put down the lab. He's big. Maybe we'll make a little lab section on the water, like right here. Maybe terrain this a little bit, because then we'll put the medical lab kind of near. Well, maybe we'll make it this way, because it'll fit sideways. Probably both of them. And then if you are trying to get works, which if you're playing with unlimited money, and milestones unlocked, you'll have access to everything. Not like me. I was playing kind of, limited money, in a sense. And milestones are locked. It's, well, I guess if you're unlimited money, you don't care. I guess, really. So it doesn't really matter. But for those of us who are playing kind of like the progressive way, you're just progressing through. I never really ever used the academic staff. It's pretty expensive. It's actually much cheaper. Especially if you're struggling with your works at this point. You probably, if you're building your city kind of like low and slow, you'll be like me, and you'll just be actually just kind of hitting them as they go. And you can, buy a couple, research grants to guarantee you one. But if you're finding that you're struggling with your works, and if you have access to the labs, then these guys here, they give you 5%, but they cost $480 a week. So it's a lot, of course, if you have the room. So it's a lot more cost effective to just spam a bunch of labs down than it is to go into here and raise it 5%. Or it's not even 5%. 5% is $2,000 a week versus 400. So you're saving yourself like $1,500 a week per 5%. If that makes sense to you. Hopefully it does. All right. Enough math. It's too early for math, man. So like I said, we'll put him like here. We'll put the other one right here. I'll have to do a little terraining. Flatten that out a little bit. And then maybe we'll put like a couple like gazebos and stuff out here, just to kind of give them a place to hang out. I think that'd be nice. Let's just do that. And I have to detail the campus. The campus is nowhere near complete. So that's gonna be fun. That'd be nice. A nice stream. It's right about there, huh? That looks pretty straight to me. Straight enough. Straight as the crow flies. And we just need to connect it from here. So maybe we'll do something like this. I'll kind of carry this through. Kind of runs it right about here. I think that'll make a nice curve. Oh. I think I turned that off. Too many clicking. There we go. You want to give people access, like walking access to our campus from here? We can. Especially the high density area. This road isn't that busy. So maybe we're just going to give it like this. I don't want them walking across here. That's probably going to be busy. Maybe something like this. Maybe we can do like a road across, a path that goes into here. Something like that. Something like that. And then maybe put a path in here. Kind of go like this. Oh. I was just thinking, I'm curious if they would walk all the way from here through the campus all the way over here. That's a pretty far walk, but Sims will walk pretty far. They'll bike forever. I don't know why I have the game paused. Do you guys remember why I game paused the game? Did I blow something up that I shouldn't have blown up? I don't know. Maybe we'll spend some time in the campus area. Kind of get this rocking and doing well here. So we can throw a couple more trees in here. Should we leave room for fencing? No, he's gonna put it right up there. So maybe we'll put a little stuff. We'll put a little gazebo in here. Oh, yeah, we can. And if we're slick, we can do it. I think I already grabbed some zoning. That's right here. Oh, we just gotta push this over a little bit. And come over here. Nice little spot here. Okay. This guy here. Oh, let's do this. Where's the road at? Path. Kind of come from here. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh, skylines. Why did you do that to me? Control Z. Where's my Control Z button? Crazy skylines moves. That's better. Are you gonna behave if I go this way? I'll put 2 gazebos in here. I'm getting a little greedy. I want 2 gazebos. Maybe 3. And maybe we'll do a like a little grill. Nah, maybe not. I could put him in here. Oh yeah. That looks pretty good. And then we'll put some of these trees in that are coming with the, oh, that's not trees. These guys. The tall guy here. What is that? Maybe we need a, so we don't really have a connection here to here, huh? Or I just planted those trees? That's kind of weird. Maybe we can just do like a nice little curve piece here. Let's go here. Oh, not that tool. This tool. We just do like this. Nice little curvy road or path. And can we put like a little statue here or something? Oh, I didn't look at my attractiveness. Ooh, good thing I was just thinking about that. All right. Oh, it was the wrong path. Does it matter? Or do they the same paths? I can never tell. And maybe they have different benching, seating. I don't know. Anybody know? Who knows? Nobody knows. Like, what's going on, man? Can we fit a statue in here? It looks like it's wide enough. Did I just pass a statue? Is this a statue here? Nope. Shoot. Can you fit a plaza in here? We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that cute. I think we are. We're gonna do it. Yes, sir. This is called districting at its max. Today. That's the name of this episode. Let's go like this. Like this. To right here. You think I can't put a freaking plaza in here? I'll fix you. You don't fix me, I fix you. Oh. He's like, whoa. This Skyline's bit back, man. It bit back. He said, oh yeah? NBC? You think so? You think you can put a plaza in here? I'm like, yeah, I do. We can mix things up. So what plaza we want in here? Let's see. We got the choice of City Park Plaza. Oh, we can do two. Oh, we can do two and a path in between. So maybe we can do that. So we can do a path in here. So let's do. Actually, the City Park path looks exactly the same as the other path. It says it's not gonna let me connect to here, right? Because that's where the node is. Yeah. So I gotta get rid of these trees. Right there and there. And maybe we do the path. So we can do something like this. I'm taking polls from the audience. We have the zoo path. Zoo plaza is the same size. So we can keep that. And keep the different ones, or we can do two of this. Two of the zoo. So Z for the zoo, or two for city. And so C, type in a Z if you want the zoo, or a C if you want the city. Or if you just want it to be the same, I don't know, type S for same. How does that sound? C fits better? Okay, I was leaning the same way. Because it's got like that stone look, you know, with the brick. It's like the silver brick. The Z is a bit nicer. Yeah. But I also don't want the, like, that clown jumping around on my campus. The little puppet guy. Not that I don't like him, he's festive, but he has his place in time. And that's not here, I think. Yeah. Arthur, thank you. So we'll do that here. Like that. And then maybe we'll throw in a couple of those trees in here too. He's got the cone heads trees, which goes with the path. I just noticed that. So it blends in pretty nice with the, and this will increase our traffic on the path. So it'll make things look make the campus look a little bit more lively. Like that's why we have all these kind of people walking up here. It's because we got some of these park assets and people are kind of like hanging out and stuff. So it kind of helps fill it out. I find that no one really walks in and out of the campus. Like it doesn't simulate the students moving around really. Maybe on PC it does. At least on a console, you don't see like a lot of. I don't see anybody on any of these walkways, right? There's like hardly anybody in here. But as soon as we throw in a couple park assets, they'll have places to go, and then they'll come hang out, and then we can see people kind of walking around in the campus itself. It'll look good. I think I can't move this, right? I just want to double check. Nah, it's exactly that size. Okay, so. And then maybe we'll put a little fence in here. I think maybe I like this, maybe the city fence for this. So we'll do something like right here. And I want to put a tree in front, some trees in front of it. If I can't fit them in here. Maybe something like that. We'll do the same thing over here. We'll just run it straight across. Oh, I guess we can't run it straight across. That's going to be a bollocks. Well, we'll hide. Oh, we can't hide it. I'll leave that little piece of fences there. It's fine. Oh, we can hide it a little bit with the big tree. I'll miss my big bush. I think the cone trees are called cypress. Sugar maple. What is the cypress, though? Is it this one? Green tree. Cypress. What's this one called? Chinese windmill. The palm. It's a palm tree. Okay. Corsican. I just have my own little nicknames. I should probably actually learn the tree names. Maybe it could also be called Cypress on a different map. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the names change on the map, depending on the map you have. Like the temperate or the tropical or the snow and all that. Put some of Mr. U in here. Nice little like spot here. I like this tree. It's a little big, but I like how it has the overhang. So we'll put a couple of these down this walkway here. Let's space them out. Maybe that's good. I'm gonna put a couple for like on this side. That looks pretty good. I think they are type of conifer. Cypress Avenue is a song, right? I think so. I think you're right about that, Arthur. And maybe we'll just have redwood grass here. We got a bunch of trees already. So let's go ahead and grab this guy here. I want a little slicker. You know what? I like the trees. You know what? We're gonna go with redwood trees still. We'll stick with that. I'm gonna put a little bit of color over here. You know me and my color. I gotta have color just about everywhere I look. It would be sad if I was colorblind. As much color as I put down. Go. Something like that. A song by Van Morrison. Okay. We're gonna have the highway here. It's gotta make a hard turn. What's a hard turn? So maybe we'll make this shorter here, so we can make the turn here. Do we want to put fencing on the outside of the campus? We can. I think we can. Maybe we'll put like either the farm. What's the one you want to do? The farm fence or the natural reserve fence? So NR for natural reserve and F for farm. Like we can run a fence like along here. Yeah, like up to here. We'll run a piece of fence that goes through here. Kind of like into here. Kind of separate the kind of like the hill from our campus. And maybe we'll run a fence along the street here. I don't know if I'm going to zone houses in here. I don't think I am. So we could run like a fence in here and put, oh, we're going to do that. We're going to do that right now. So we need to pick the fence. We're going to put some rock features in here. And bring the hill down. We'll bring the hill down a little bit here. And then we have that here. So we have a spot here for the medical lab. And then the other thing we get is the IT center, and then the next big building goes here. So we got room to just do that. Let me see the choices I have just had to refresh. Yeah, well, we can do this. We can draw it first with the farm one. And then we can always just upgrade it, right? And change it. So we go around this rock here because I'm that good. Then we need to curve it again. Do we want to have a piece of curved fence here? Well, I don't think so. Have a piece of straight fence here. It looks wrong. You're not a big fan of that, huh? So that's the farm fence. And then this is the other curves. We can make it straight. You're not overcharged egg, are you? Mr. Overcharged Egg is a big fan of straight fences. I do mix of both. Sometimes when I'm lazy, I just do straight fences. Sometimes when I'm like, and we'll follow maybe the profile of the buildings here. So we'll kind of go to the middle. Then like kind of curve it like this. Then we'll have like a general curve here. And that's for the next building. We'll see where it goes. Kind of like that. Sometimes when I just do either or, you know what I'm saying? Residential fences are square. Depends, man. I've seen both in the real world. Because, you know, you can, obviously the segment of fencing from post to post is straight. I can't highlight the segment. Like, well, we can, so like the piece here to here is straight in the real world, right? Because fencing comes in like, I don't know what it is, six feet panels, usually. We'll say, but then you can, of course, you can curve the fence by changing the direction of each panel, so that when you look above, you can have a curved shaped fence. It's just the panels themselves are straight because it's like a lot of little small segments of straight that when you kind of zoom out, it kind of gives you the appearance of a curve. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's in my mind. I think, okay, well, you know, if I want a piece of curved fence, then I kind of imagine that's what they did. They just moved the posts over and over and over, and each segment is technically straight, but, you know, they've made like a nice curve with the fence. But I remember I was watching Overcharged Egg. Good channel. I like the channel, and I'm a subscriber of his channel, so I'm not saying anything negative against him in any way. But he was like, yeah, I draw straight fences because fences are straight in the real world because you can't bend the fence. But technically you can, because you can bend it between segments. You just can't bend the actual... Well, technically you can actually bend this piece too, if you really want to. If you really want to, you could. Because it's this wood, or vinyl. Some railings can be curved. Yeah, like a metal fence. You know, you could you know, you could cast that as a curved piece if you wanted to. You know, and obviously like a chain link fence. You know, the chain link itself is flexible, so you could do that as well. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. So even if you want realism and you want a little bit of a curvy fence, I think you can, you know, if you want to make a little bit more, obviously not maybe necessarily a real tight, you know, 90-degree curve is probably unrealistic, but you could, like this, you could probably curve this fence along this kind of piece here, and you know, be like, yeah, it's close enough. Oh, wood you can bend. Wood is pretty flexible. You put a lot of force on it. So that was a nice discussion about fences. So let's figure out what fence are we going to use. I'd like either the farm fence or the natural reserve. I'm a big fan of both fences. I haven't really used a whole lot of the forestry fence, so we could use that for privacy. But I use that more for residential, for like kind of like privacy fence, because that's kind of like a stockade fence that like I have a 6-foot vinyl fence that's looks kind of like wood. Enough controversy. Are you a straight fence layer or are you a curved fence layer? It's like, are you a Republican or Democrat? Uh-oh, you know, now here comes the can of worms. Depending on, are you a part of the Liberal Party or the Conservative Party? Alright, so, and of course we could always do, you know, it is a campus, so like a stately fence like that isn't too bad. Or even, I like the amusement park fences, like, cause it's got that stately, you know, official look to it, but also brings in a little bit of color with the red. So I like all the fencing. They all have their uses. I guess the one I use the least is probably the ore fence, because this looks a little weird. Straight fencer. But I need a decision on the type of fence we're going to run in here. Are we going to run the farm fence or the natural reserve fence? I think those are the two choices I like, because I like to have a more natural fence look with the mountain in the background. So those are my two choices for right now, and then we're gonna build something. So we probably shouldn't have laid this fence piece. So I got rid of your example of the two. So either that one, either left or right. Farm, F for farm, N for our natural reserve. So you don't have to type a lot. While you're thinking about that, we're gonna bring the mountain in here. And maybe we'll have it actually just go up over a hill a little bit. So we'll pause it. Well, we don't really have to pause it, but they're gonna be a little mad. So I'd like to bring this down into here, and then we'll put a rock in here. And maybe we'll have a little bit of a hill here, and then maybe this path will like go in between, kind of like a hill here, like that. And then the fence maybe we'll run through here. Or maybe we'll run it along, we'll have to bring it in and then we'll run it along the path. Well, that'll work. And I want to do this, kind of bring this in a little bit more. And maybe we'll bring out a couple little like shapes. Yeah, something like that. Maybe not have it so square here. Actually, maybe we'll make this like a little bit higher up here. Something like that. And then same thing here. Maybe we'll kind of like go like this with it. Almost like a little curvy mountain. I call them nodules. Like that. Like that. Okay, a little more in here. A little nub sticking up like that. And maybe this comes out just a little bit more in here. Maybe this goes down. A little bit of a sinkhole here. And that should be pretty good. Maybe I'll exaggerate this little piece here a little bit more. And we can go ahead. Wait, this is this is a little bit more pronounced. It's like almost its own little peak. Although we're probably going to get rid of that when we put down the medical laboratory. But maybe we won't even put the medical lab down. I don't know. Almost looks like you can put a path. We could actually put a path in here to make it look like you can walk up to the fire station and walk, you know, go up and say maybe service the turbines. We put a little path in here. Let's hide it with hide the entrance and exit with the little tree. Kind of give it like that. Maybe we'll do that. Go up here. Kind of go around and go up and kind of wind through here. Pass a good. Yeah, sometimes. Oh, you didn't give me a verdict on the. I guess you'd have no opinion on natural reserve versus farm fence. That path's gonna go there. So something like this. Let's just say, go up here. No no strong opinion, huh? Okay. Let's just see how this kind of look comes out. Oh. Something like that. And maybe we can flatten this out a little bit, make it look like the path goes up here a little bit more. I'm still reeling over that terrible curve. Which one? Which one? This one here? That's a little steep, isn't it? We can make this a little flatter. Can we? We got water here. We can always move this over here a little bit. Kind of go like this. It's a little bit more of a. Oh, that's a pretty deep. Maybe we'll just lower this down a little bit. Bring this up a little bit. There we go. Let's shorten this a little bit too. There we go. Bring this out a little bit. Oh, the fence curve. Excuse me. And then we can do something like, maybe let's hide this. Like I said, put some trees in here and hide it. We're using what, this guy, the conifer? So maybe we'll use a couple of these guys in here. Maybe we'll just do only conifers in here. So kind of like put him there. I had a spot to put this. Something like that. A small one there. Something like that. Maybe there's a couple in here. Couple, I put like a bunch of them, didn't I? Let me thin it out a little bit. There you go. I'll have some tea make me feel better. It's dramatic. Yeah. Alright, so Mr. Arthur has no strong opinion one way or the other. I'm going to take a look at it. I think I want to go... Ooh, it's a hard choice. I like them both. I use them both quite a bit. So a lot of times when I'm picking a fence, I say, well, you know, I haven't used this fence in a while, so let's use it. But in this case, I use both of them pretty extensively. So it's one of those like, I'm not sure which ones we want to use. Let me look at this without this stuff in my face. I'm kind of leaning towards the Natural Reserve Park, I think, right now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the Natural Reserve Park. Maybe we can do the Natural Reserve Park in the back, and we can do the farm up front, or maybe along the road we'll do the amusement park fence with some color. Oh, I can't change that. And then we got to put the path back, right? So let's put this path back. And we can use the guides for that, I guess. Kind of do like this. There we go. We go through the hill here. Oh, the nature one. It's like an old picket fence. I guess they call those ones. No, not picket. The picket ones is the straight numbers. Let's get rid of the guides. And we'll draw straight guys for Arthur here. And we'll see where I'm gonna go later. Maybe what we'll do is draw a little piece here. We'll put a I think we'll put maybe we'll just leave it like that. We won't put any fencing here. We can give him his own fence. Or maybe not. Let's see. Maybe we'll give him the city park fence. So like this. Where are we gonna go here? Can I put two fences in here? Oh, that's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tough. I might be able to do it. Let's see. Then maybe we can get the amusement park fence next to him. If I start it right here, I might be able to do it. That's close. Maybe I have to draw that fence first. Oh, what we gotta do is bust it off. Yeah, I could do that. Shorter segments would make the curve a little bit. We make it a little bit curvier. I didn't go as far as I wanted to go. Should probably go about here. Let's road straight. I drew a straight piece of. We'll put it right about where the concrete stops. And then maybe we can use the guide here to force this guy to be on point. Yep, there we go. Now we get the two fences. It's like the campus fence, and then he's got his own fence. And then we do something in here. We'll do the piece here. We'll start right here. A straight piece. We're about in the middle of the block. It's probably good. That's where the turn is. That's where it breaks. Where the tiles are. That's where the kind of like the point of inflection is for the curve. Straight up here. See how it looks. I think it looks pretty good. You can always change the fence using the upgrade tool, so I'm not too worried about that. I mean, we'll just keep that. We could run the farm fence that natural reserve all up to here and kind of fence this out, or maybe we'll just kind of put like this will be a big fence, and then a couple of the buildings we'll throw some fencing in around. Just to kind of give them their own little fencing. This one's gonna be a little tricky. Right there. This is the easy way, Arthur, I'll tell you what. As long as the wood doesn't look bent. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so what do we want to do over here? I will see, because I might draw some roads to get them over. I will see if we bring a road in here. I think I probably will. Bring a road up underneath here, across like a little bridge here. They come in, that way, the only way. I don't want the only way for people to get from here to here be this junction, because it's only, you know, it bottlenecks things. So I might run, because I think what I end up doing is blowing this block up, running this road in kind of parallel with this road, kind of like this. And we'll put another block of light residential in here, or maybe we'll put some high density in here. I'm not sure. I think I would have like thin this out a little bit. I'll probably just rework this whole area. I might end up losing like maybe 3,000. Yeah, probably like 2,000 citizens. I think I want to bring a road into here. And I want to do, I don't know, this. I just don't like how they're like these huge skyscrapers, like just. There's all this gap. Something just doesn't look right to me. I like some of these buildings, so I'm going to try and keep them. But I'm not sure. So next time you come back, YouTube, this area might look a little different. Let's go ahead and finish up a few things in here, then maybe we'll call it a day. Maybe we'll run fencing on the inside up here. Maybe we'll do the farm fence in here. So that's yeah, let's do that. Little segments in here. Gotta make it stand out a little bit more. Like that. I'm a little off here. Something like that. Oh, that's the wrong fence. I didn't even snap it there, huh? Oh, that wasn't a good job. Well, we redraw this piece anyway. I was off by one. I don't want that. I want more a feeling of openness in here. Do you not use the spiked rail links? Oh, the city park fence. Yeah, well, I just put it in. I could use it here. You know what? I was thinking that would actually, that was my kind of like first thought, was to use that. Let's just see how it looks. Won't stop anyone? Do you mean this one? The oil fence? With the jumpy over curve still? Yeah, I use that around the I use that in here somewhere. I used it on the rail line, so people don't get on the rail line. I use that as like a security fence, so in areas of I think but yeah, so I use that. I do use that. It's just I don't use it a ton. But I'll use it around, like, say, some service buildings. Use it around, like, the power plants. If I put fencing around power plants, service buildings, the ore industry or oil industry because it's their fence, so they should have it. As well as but usually not in the campus because I'll use either this fence or the amusement park fence or the city park fence, which the city park fence is the metal fence. I kind of envision that as this is the fence we used when we did the city hall piece. We built city hall. We built this city on city hall. I think that's good. That's what time is it? It's 6 o'clock on the dot. So I think we'll say goodbye to YouTube. We'll kind of get this is what we worked on some of this today. It looks pretty good. I'll probably continue doing some more kind of like detailing and feature in here later on this morning. Get this looking a little bit nicer. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. So we got some campus work done. Campus is looking pretty nice. I wish you the best in whatever you do after this. And as always, happy building.